cloudy, a little windy outside the Kohl Center. Inside, always a perfect day for basketball. Championship Saturday continues with our Division IV championship game, Mineral Point and Kenosha St. Joe's. And for the call of this game, we go courtside to Scott Emmerich and Chris Wetzler.
Hey, Nick, thank you very much, Chris. These are two teams that kind of took different paths to get to this championship game based on what happened on Thursday night. Let's talk about Mineral Point first, led by head coach Dan Burson. They trailed by 7 points with 22 seconds left against Aquinas and came back and won it on a buzzer beater by Landon Thousand. And really the Pointers, it starts with number 3.
Well, such a well-balanced team, and what a miracle they had on Thursday. It'll be interesting to see how they come off of that into today. And so they pose a problem to Kenosha because they have a lot of depth and they have a lot of guys that can score.
The points of the game are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Kenosha St. Joe's in the state championship game in Division IV for the second year in a row, led by head coach Jose Garcia, and they are led by one of the top guards in the state, Eric Kennessy.
It's the Kennessy show. I mean, they're going to want it to be like about a 40-possession game today. Take Mineral Point out of their rhythm, try and get Mineral Point to play their style game, which is going to be interesting to see if they can pull off. But Kennessy's been amazing. St. Joe's plays a really tough schedule, and it builds them, it makes them better for this kind of situation when they get to state.
Well, they had to win a real meat grinder kind of game the other night against top-seeded Marathon. So we have two schools, both looking for their first state titles in school history. The tip-off coming your way right after a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Tennessee, what a dish.
Tennessee gets on the board.
Tennessee able to lay that in. Whirlinger able to get that over.
15 turnovers you guys forced and turning out on the other end. What was working defensively for you?
We were just trying to double him. He's obviously a lot bigger than us, way bigger. And we just tried to keep the ball out of his hands, and it really worked out for us.
We continue to rally and just defend. That's our motto, right? We're only as good as our defense.
The Kenosha St. Joseph Lancers are headed to championship Saturday.
Pick it back out, 1,000 to 3. Landon Thousand starting to heat up. 3 in a row. Ashelman, you betcha, the Drew Ashelman show.
And shout out to Alex Ross, big steal before that, got the big layup.
Steal, it's Ross, 2-point game.
Great shout out to our coaches getting us ready for this moment. I mean, we practice all the time in practice.
Lindsey trying to up the number.
We wanted to get the ball in number 3's hands and just trust him to make a play.
And, I saw my shot. Feet weren't set, but I said, I'm just going to let it fly.
Ross on the inbound. Barr guarding the inbound. Thousand open for the lead. Got it. Mineral Point is going to win this one.
Lineups for today's Division IV state championship game between the Mineral Point Pointers of the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League and the Kenosha St. Joseph Catholic Lancers from the Metro Classic Conference. First, here are the Pointers from Mineral Point. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Alex Ross. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 3, Landon Thousand. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 4, Bryce Bomstad. At guard, a 6'5" junior, number 10, Eli Lindsley. At center, a 6'3" senior, number 15, Brady Radke. Mineral Point is coached by Dan Burrison. And now tonight's starting lineup for the Kenosha St. Joseph Lancers. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 3, Eric Kenosha. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 5, Tommy Santarelli. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 15, Lowell Werliger. At guard, a 5'10" freshman, number 20, Christopher Kenosha. And at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 23, Dominic Santarelli. Kenosha St. Joseph is coached by Jose Garcia. Tonight's officials are Kurt Johnson from Antigo, Cody McLean from Marquezan, and Brian Tritine from Ashland.
Here are your starting lineups brought to you by Construction Business Group and Destinations Career Academy, preparing students for a rewarding career as a Wisconsin operating engineer. Mineral Point, a senior-laden squad. They've got 8 of them on their roster. Kenosha St. Joseph's very tournament-tested, as we mentioned before, made it to the D4 title game last year, losing to Onalaska Luther. And we are underway here at the Kohl Center, the Division IV Championship. Coach, what can we expect here?
Well, you mentioned the senior leadership from Mineral Point. That had a large amount to do with their comeback on Thursday. They kept their composure. They kept believing and getting it done. So here's what I expect. 2 different kind of styles. It's going to be a grind them out and really work them hard on the defensive end by St. Joe's. Mineral Point's going to want to try and maybe push the tempo a little bit and try and get out of a grind game and see if there can be more possessions.
Couple of deflections on both possessions for these two teams. Already we're seeing active hands on both sides.
Well, you're going to watch Mineral Point is probably going to switch it up on defense a little bit just to try and keep St. Joe's off rhythm. And if they start to grind, you might see Mineral Point go to a little 1-3-1 trap. Meanwhile, St. Joe's is going to be who they are. They're going to take time, 20, 30, 40 seconds of possession, see what they get to break down and can score off it.
Lowell Werliger trying the lane, cut off. Now Chris Kenosha. Eric Kenosha. You'll see the ball in his hands quite a bit, wearing number 3 for St. Joe's. Let's skip it in the corner. Tommy Santarelli. He drives baseline, cut off by Lindsley and stolen.
Good defense by Lindsley there. Good no call by the official.
Here's Thousand, kick in the corner. It is Ross. Long rebound, comes out. He kicks it back out to Bomstead, and the Pointers will reset their offense.
Mineral Point had so many unsung heroes in that comeback on Thursday. Eshelman with the 3, Ross with the steal, and then obviously Thousand with the game winner, all within 20 seconds of each other.
This is Ross with it right now. Now Lindsay will stop and pop, but he can't get it to go.
I think Lindsay's the key matchup for Mineral Point to see if they can break him loose and see if he can have a big game.
Kenosha from 15. Hey, kick! Ross clears. And this game starting very much the way yesterday's Kenosha St. Joe's Marathon game started, when both teams had trouble scoring to start.
Yeah, I mean, again, St. Joe's record and schedule this year just gets them so ready for this tournament.
And as soon as I say that, Eli Lindsay lights it up from 3.
Well, like I said just a minute or two earlier, that I think he's going to be a real key for Mineral Point, scoring some points, because I think Thousand and Ross and those guys are, they're going to be trying to take care of the ball and playing defense at this end of the floor. Right now the Pointers got Bomstead on Kenosha.
Good matchup there. Kenosha, the team's leading scorer.
Yeah, Bomstead's a physical player, very smart.
That one poked out of bounds. Radke with the quick hand. Lancers will maintain possession. 3 minutes into this one, we'll take a timeout. Pointers lead it. Here's a word now from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. And here's your road to state for Mineral Point. Each of these teams navigating their way through regionals and sectionals. One close game in the sectional final against Randolph, and then, of course, that epic comeback on Thursday night against Aquinas. And your road to state for Kenosha St. Joe?
Yeah, basically for Mineral Point, it was a conference road to state other than Randolph. So here Mineral Point comes out, changes defenses out of the timeout. We were expecting this to just try and keep St. Joe off rhythm.
We'll get to their road to the state in a moment. Right now on offense, Chris Kenesee turns down the mid-range jumper, and now Eric Kenesee to set up the offense. Santarelli into the lane, and Radke comes out of there with a rebound.
Nice luxury to come out of timeout, change defense when you haven't given up a point so far.
Ross, a corner three.
That's going to be their game for them. They want to run the corners fast, try and push it ahead. If they have it, they'll take it. If not, they'll work their way back up into the mid-court section.
Turnover, it'll go back over to Mineral Point.
Good start for the Pointers.
Mineral Point making their 5th trip to state. Kenosha St. Joseph's making their 4th trip to state in WIAA.
And like you said, both teams looking for their first state championship.
Ross, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. What a start for the Pointers.
Timeout Garcia and the St. Joe's.
Alex Ross starting to heat up, 34% from three-point range, but he's made 2 of 3 in the early going for the Pointers.
Well, and again, they ran good sets. First one was out of transition. Second one was out of a half-court set, a high screen there by number 15. Open look, shot it with confidence, nothing but net.
So if you're Jose Garcia and Kenosha St. Joseph's, anything you're talking about offensively to kind of break the ice a little bit?
Well, they are who they are, and that's where getting down early is definitely going to be a handicap for them. But we'll see. Again, like I said, they've played the kind of schedule that can prepare them for everything. But there's still a lot of time left. They're just going to want to work it, try and get a good shot. Obviously, go through Kenesee, see if he can make something happen.
Those are here's the Lancers' road to state.
Yeah, there again, similar situation. Kind of a bunch of conference schools until they got Kohler thing.
And beating the top seed Marathon the other night. Lancers remain ice cold.
Good. Middle Point has so many weapons. They run this flex action. Ross again.
Little heat check 3 that time. Santarelli clears the board, and now here come the Lancers. It's Eric Kenesee on the slow job.
Middle Point staying in that 2-3.
Tommy Santarelli. We have 2 Santarellis, 2 Kenesees on the floor. It's a family reunion every time the Lancers take the floor. And there is Dominic Santarelli getting that lid off the hoop for the Lancers.
Imagine what their family reunions will be like over the course of the next 10, 15 years.
How do you choose upside?
Yeah.
Radke with a nice little pump
Good
fake.
shot fake finish. So important. Radke got hit in the face on Thursday night. Looks like he's bounced back just fine. I think Mineral Point and they're trying to accomplish out of this zone is to maybe get St. Joe's try and jack some early threes, which wouldn't be their game.
Kenesee on the drive gets fouled that time. Just the first on Mineral Point. And we have some substitutions now for the Pointers. Wendhausen and Ashelman.
Ashelman 5 for 5 from 3 ball on Thursday, and obviously was a huge factor in that comeback victory on Thursday night.
Wendhausen also a sensational three-point shooter. So they bring in instant offense right away off the bench.
Right, and Wendhausen didn't get going on Thursday, so I kind of look for him to maybe make his first shot today. Wouldn't surprise me at all because he was just talking to himself the whole game Thursday night, like, I got to get something going. I got to do something. He did make a good attacking the basket move.
Dominic Santarelli, great kick out to Eric Kenesee, knocks it down.
Good shot. The Lancers needed that.
An outstanding three-point shooter. He connects on 47% of them.
And he's also guarding Mineral Point's best player.
Landon Thousand can't get it to go. Lindsay inside. And Santarelli comes out of there with it.
Good battle on the boards by both teams.
Dominic Santarelli spins. Cleared out of there by Ashelman.
We're going to push it ahead.
Here's Windhausen.
Back to Windhausen now. Had him.
Ashelman scoops up the loose change. Finds 1,000 for three. Had the big game winner the other night at the buzzer.
Yeah, I kept thinking, reverse the ball. You got Windhausen wide open on the red side, and they had 4 guys in navy or royal blue on the left side. They still made it work. Staying in that 2-3. They'll face guard when they can on Kenosha. Obviously going to know where he is at all times.
Here's Chris Kenosha, the freshman. Long rebound comes out.
Middle point will take that shot. Guys that are really only going to shoot it are the older Kenosha. And that's why number 2's in the game for St. Joe's too.
Thomas Baez checking in for the first time. We're going to take a timeout. Mineral Point in charge right now. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Scott Emmerich and Chris Lettler, courtside, Cole Center, championship Saturday. Where else would you rather be, Chris?
Oh, no place. Awesome.
The second of 5 games on championship Saturday. You get a look at the shooting story, and really it's Mineral Point from 3-point range. That's been the difference so far.
Well, it's been their strength all year, too, but they're so well-rounded. They can play all kinds of styles.
4 of their 5 makes have been from 3-point range. Great work inside by Dominic Santarelli.
Yeah, the shot fake and the footwork led to an easy 2 for him there.
He's got 4 early points for the Lancers.
Good flash by Lindsay.
Ashelman, 3 ball. That one's short. Long rebound comes off to 1,000. That's his first miss from 3 in the state tournament.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, 5 for 5 the other night.
Not a bad run for the kid. Now he's got to remember to be aggressive next time he's open and take the next one too. Good shot, back of the rim.
And now Kenosha will bring it up for Kenosha St. Joe's.
See if St. Joe's can put back-to-back offensive possessions and get some points out of it. Get out and trap Kenosha a little bit, make him give it up.
Mentioned Thomas Baez into the lineup now for Lancers. He has it right now.
Yeah, he's not afraid to shoot the 3. That's why he's in the game. They're going to run him from corner to corner, see if he can get some open looks.
Specifically brought up to the varsity to shoot the 3. And Kenosha St. Joe's basically stuck with their starting 5 all game.
Yeah,
on
nobody
Thursday.
played. I don't think they subbed, did they?
Except for the final 7 seconds. Here is Baez. Couldn't connect on that one.
That's what he's there for. Push ahead, run the corners. Pick and pop action. Nice pick and roll there.
Windhausen couldn't connect.
Faded. He didn't go chin to the rim. Kind of went soft, and it cost him the miss. Good defense.
Santarelli. Inside, brother to brother right there,
Yeah.
Dominic Katami.
That's the weakness of a 2-3. If the middleman of 2-3 comes up to the high post, that leaves the baseline susceptible for a wide open layup. Well executed by the Lancers that time. Calling for a move.
Here's another look at it. I know some offenses, they kind of call that the dunker position.
Yeah, I know. It's something, obviously, you and I, especially you more than me, is not familiar with the dunker position. But, yeah, that terminology came up like 3 years ago. Like, what are you talking about? Short corner? Yeah, short corner. Okay, now I get it.
They were looking for something a little bit more fashionable,
Yeah,
a little more Gucci, you know?
Right.
Dunker position sounds.
The Iverson move, the, whatever, all the different kind of things you call moves these days.
Right.
Elevator shaft, horns. It's like it's a double high screen at the top. And then, you know, you're trying to talk to your kids or put in a set, you know, like my present team, and I'm like, I don't use that terminology. They're not going to know what I'm talking about.
Right? You got terminology from back in the 70s.
Well,
and they're like,
I'm glad you said 70s. I thought you were going with the 40s. So. Thank you.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday ripping me.
That's fine.
All right, Lancers working, trying to cut into this 7-point deficit.
Hey, if you dish it out, you got to take it, right?
That's right. You just gave it to me.
Yep. Well, no, and that's my case, too. Back to man by the pointers. Nice pass.
Just like we saw a moment ago, but Chris Kenesee couldn't finish. And it's going to be a reach-in foul on Eric Kenesee, slowing down that pointer fast break. That's two now on Eric Kenesee, the team's leading scorer, and really the guy that makes the Lancers go.
And not a great decision by Eric there. He can't afford to come out of this game, which is one of the major understatements of 2024. So he's got to make his fouls count if he's going to foul. So now it'll be interesting to see if Mineral Point attacks him, works him a little bit, gets some gaps just like that. Thousand right away, recognized it, and attacked the basket.
Maybe if you have a lead, you might think about sitting down your leading scorer and ball handler for a few minutes. But playing from behind the state championship game, roll the dice.
Yeah, if this lead grows by Mineral Point, it's going to make it even tougher for the Lancers.
Booth, can Thousand track it down? Can't quite save it.
It's those black shoes he's got on. Made him look slow going after the ball. Although they are pretty sharp looking. Middle Point gets lots of deflections. You know, again, Dan Burrison's team's 29 years at Middle Point. Their teams are always sound. They're always fundamentally outstanding and great team basketball. He's just been a great coach there for a long time. Dan and I go way back, the days of Platteville with Coach Ryan. Spent a lot of time together out on scouting trips.
Out on the trail in the WIAA.
Yep. Wouldn't trade those days either. That was fun.
Kicking violation inside. Timeout with 6:59 to go here, and Mineral Point in charge by 7. Here's a word now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. All right, folks, welcome back. Our apologies here. You missed about 30 seconds of game action. Somebody at the scorer's table forgot to hit the horn, but you didn't miss anything. Nobody has scored. And now Dominic Santorelli on the steal will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you missed a 3 by Eric Kenesee. You missed the charge taken by Radke, and then the turnover there by Mineral Point.
Once again, our apologies, folks. A little miscommunication with the folks at the scorer's table. But,
we'll be better the rest of the way.
Yep. Santorelli at the free throw line. He had 7 points in that semifinal win over Marathon and 8 rebounds.
62% free throw shooter. See if he can bounce back and make this one.
One out of 2 on that trip.
Good job.
A little bit of a scoring drought here for Mineral Point. They haven't scored in the last 2.5, 240 or so.
So there'll be some high ball screen action, some stuff between Thousand and Lindsay to try and also, you know, get their best shot they can, but try and get another foul on Kenesee if they can. But they can't just focus on that. They still got to play team basketball and work their offense, which they are right now this possession. Good shot fake by Baumstead.
A little strong in the spin. Thousand comes swooping in for the offensive rebound bucket. Thousand is up to 7 points.
Does he have 1,000 points yet?
Are we starting with the dad jokes already? It's only the first half, Chris. Not in this game.
No, not in this game.
Kenesee following his own miss nicely.
That's just the way he is. He just finds a way to get it done. Missed the initial shot, but stays with it and gets the follow-up. Hanging around. Lancers are doing a good job of hanging around, just down 6, 2-possession game, 5 minutes to go, first half.
Thousand again. What a start for him. 4 of 5 from the field. He has 10 points.
The stars are shining in the championship game. Man-to-man D. Baumstead on Kenesee.
Kenesee left open.
Good move. I mean, that's just stuff you can't teach. You saw that Bomstead jumped his cut. He backdoored, got it open, nailed the shot.
You look at three-point field goals. Mineral Point off to a great start. 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Thousand leans in. And then jump ball situation. He ties up Lowell Whirlinger. Possession arrow goes to Kenosha St. Joe's. And this is their last two.
Still no timeout. Good call by official there for jump ball, Lancer's ball. Hanging around. Back to a 2-3 for the Pointers.
Ross and Wendhausen back in the lineup now for Mineral Point.
Communicating on where Kenosha is. Still giving them too much room, in my opinion.
Here's Chris Tennessee. Lindsay rebounds, and we're headed the other way.
Yeah, St. Joe's hasn't proven that somebody else can score. That's a good sign for the Pointers.
Tennessee knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Mineral Point.
All right, they have lots of options off of their blobs, their baseline out of bounds. This is one of them. Ross follows the pass.
Thousand down the lane. In the corner, Lindsay at three. They continue to sizzle from beyond the arc now, 6 of 10.
Yeah, and Thousand again with another assist there. Just such a complete player. Up to a 9-point lead.
Whirlinger had it poked away. Wendhausen has it. And the Pointers working on their biggest lead of the game.
Chance to go to double figures.
Wendhausen a three. Oh my! You called it, Chris.
I said he's going to hit his first three. Could just tell.
This is a timeout, and this time I know it is. Here's a word from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Mineral Point with 6 quick ones here in the last 30 seconds. They've had 4 of their last 5 shots, including this one here from Wendhausen.
Well, again, 1,000 set them up. The penetration there. St. Joe's has got to be so cognizant of that, so they sag in to stop him, and then it's the easy kick out, and your teammate makes the three. That's good team basketball.
Look back on Thursday, Mineral Point was 9 of 29 from three-point range. They've already hit 7 of them here in the first half on just 11 shots.
I tell you what, this whole tournament, the threes have been contagious. How about that last game? 15 threes in the first half by both teams. And then last night, Arrowhead shooting 73% from the floor. Another miss by the Lancers.
Chris Tennessee a little hesitant, the freshman. Biggest lead of the game right now for Mineral Point, 12 points.
Baez, I'm guessing, will come in for the younger Kenosha.
That's going to be a foul on Santarelli. You know, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by the Jones family, making breakfast sausage, bacon, ham, and more right here in Wisconsin since 1889. Visit jonesdairyfarm.com. Baez back in, sharpshooter, replacing Chris Tennessee. And now we'll see Dante Williams for the first time. He replaces Dominic Santarelli. It was a couple of fouls.
Deeper St. Joe's has to go. Could be a plus for the Pointers. Good call. He's off white.
That was off Tommy Santarelli's foot, but Tommy says, no, it wasn't my foot.
Play 10 out of the side out. Look for a shot for Wendhausen potentially.
Here's Thousand. Tennessee with those 2 fouls has to be careful. Wendhausen, another 3. Oh my.
Could just tell a shooter's mentality. He was so frustrated with himself on Thursday. Not a surprise he's bounced back today and hit his first 2 threes.
0 for 6 on Thursday night. 2 for 3 so far in this one this afternoon.
15-point lead all of a sudden.
Here's Baez.
Just can't find the range right now.
Nice rebound by Werlinger.
I think they need Werlinger going. To me, he's their unsung hero. Seems to always make the big bucket and the big play when they need it the most. So let's see what happens with him.
Here's Kenosha. They leave him
Short.
open. That draws nothing. Ashelman checking in for Radke. And here's a reminder, don't forget to stick around for the Jones Dairy Farm halftime report coming up at the end of the half.
Pointer's just bringing another shooter. Almost 38% from 3-ball for the season. As a team average, that's excellent.
Lancers switching things up defensively, it looks a little bit here.
Now they're going 1-3-1, trap when they can. Got to be careful here. They got a rebound out of it. Got it again. Oh, thought he had it again. Big rebound by the sophomore.
Williams clears it out. Here's Kenosha. Kenosha into the lane.
Great
Count
shot.
It, and a foul. Eric Kenosha.
Great body control there by Eric. Tell you what, his last two state tournaments, last year and this year. Last year he put up 51. This year, tell you, not a surprise. He leaves Madison pretty sore, I'm guessing.
Yeah, he's limping a little bit. We may need to keep an eye on that. First team All-State selection last year.
Probably a repeat selection this year.
Finishes off the three-point play.
Keep that right ankle a little bit, it looks like. They're going to stay in the 1-3-1. Try and mix it up, see if they can find something that'll work and slow down. There we go. Turnover.
Steal.
Not a great pass by Thousand at all.
Eric Kenosha with a left hand.
Great
Williams
foul
on the
up by the big fella. Running the floor.
The sophomore.
Dante Williams with the putback.
Split time on the JV this year, and now here he is down at State making a big play.
Positive impact right away out of him. That's what you want for a guy coming off the bench. Middle Point's not handling this 1-3-1 very well.
The Lancers did a great job against Marathon, forcing 13 steals. Thousand can't connect. And look at Williams with a hustle. Baez comes out of there with it.
The two sophomores almost knocked each other over. I know who would have won that battle.
Now Kenosha. Baez a corner three.
There you go.
Oh. Rebound, yes, the buzzer by Werlinger.
There is Werlinger with the play needed.
Some momentum for the Lancers as they
go.
head into the halftime locker room. Here's another look at it. The missed three and the follow by Lowell Werlinger.
I thought Baez had that one. The bounce just came off just perfectly. Nobody blocked out Werlinger. He put it in as the red light went off.
But it's Mineral Point will head to the locker room with a 30-22 lead, even though the Lancers closed out on a 7-0 run. Yep. Here's a message now from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
The Lancers have life.
We'll hold on a second here, folks. We are.
I think Dan went into the locker room.
Dan Burrison went sprinting towards the locker room, and he was supposed to visit with our Keegan Hewitt.
I think we should send Mike Hoosier over there.
We will take a timeout. We'll be right back.
We are going to send things back to the sideline, and we'll rejoin, I should say, Scott and Coach Zwetler.
All right, Nick, thanks very much. Earlier, our Keegan Hewitt had a chance to catch up with Mineral Point head coach Dan Burrison.
Coach, you guys take a 8-point cushion into the break here. What's it going to take you down the stretch?
Yeah, we just got to play this thing one possession at a time. Take care of the basketball and finish possessions is the big thing. We got to make sure we're blocking out. They got a couple second and thirds at the end. We can't let that happen.
Awesome. Best of luck in the second half, Coach. Appreciate your time. Scott, back to you.
All right, some good back and forth in this one, and it was Mineral Point taking charge pretty much from the early going here. As we check out our first half highlights, inside it was the Santarellis scoring.
Yeah, high-low action there against the zone, which is really a good offensive set. Thousand with a three-pointer.
Kenosha St. Joe's answering with Kenosha, a three-pointer of his own.
Yeah, good move, jab step, backdoor, kind of a peak action, got the shot, finished it. There's Thousand attacking again, trying to get Kenosha his third foul. Found Wenhausen, or excuse me, that was Lindsay on that one. This time he finds Wenhausen for a three on the other side of the floor.
Yeah, it was all about the three-pointer for Mineral Point in that first half. They were outstanding.
8 for 15.
But a 7-0 run at the end of the half by the Lancers, and they were able to reel this game back in.
Yeah, the Lancers, that was huge for them. They were down 15, able to finish on a 7-0 run like you mentioned. Now it's back into a ball game. Instead of having to scratch back from 15, now it's just an 8-point deficit at half.
3-point field goals. Mineral Point was 8 of 12 at one point. Still 53% outstanding, and that was really the difference.
Yeah, it's been a clean game. You know, Mineral Point did not turn it over until Kenosha St. Joe's went to that 1-3-1, and then they had 3 turnovers in the last 2.5 minutes, which St. Joe's converted into huge points for them to gather some momentum for the second half.
Leading scorers in this one, Thousand has 10. The only one in double figures for Mineral Point. Wenhausen has a couple of threes for the Pointers, and for Kenosha St. Joe, no surprise, Eric Hennessy, the leader, with 11. So let's look ahead to the second half now, Chris. First of all, what kind of adjustments for Kenosha St. Joe's?
Well, I think they'll stay in that 1-3-1, and on the flip side of that, Mineral Point will have to figure out how do they want to attack that 1-3-1. Mineral Point, I think, will keep doing what it did. It's just limit the turnovers, like Dan said. They were relatively clean to the last 2.5 minutes, so they take care of the ball, go back to doing what they did the first 16 minutes of the first half. They're going to feel like they're going to be in good shape. St. Joe's may push the tempo a little bit if they, especially if they can get Kenosha out in the open court. The other guys got to run with him and take those shots. We'll look for Baez to hit a three in the second half.
One more half of basketball to go here in our Division IV championship. One of these two teams is going to walk away with their first state title. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. We are seconds away from the start of the second half of our Division IV championship. Keegan Hewitt had a chance to catch up with Kenosha St. Joe's head coach Jose Garcia a short while ago.
Coach, a 7-0 run into the break kind of flips the momentum your way. What was the adjustment in the locker room to win these final 18?
Yeah, rebounding the ball, getting them in position to make tough shots, but we got to do a better job of contesting threes. We can't give up any open threes. We talked about that. So this half, we got to do a better job contesting, being there, and rebounding the ball is going to be the key to our success in this game.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. Best of luck the rest of the way. Appreciate your time. We'll send it back to you on the sideline.
All right, getting ready for the start of the second half here. It'll be Mineral Point basketball.
Yeah, Mineral Point coming out, as I've said many times, and a million other coaches have. First 3 minutes is big here. Does St. Joe's continue the momentum and crawl back even closer, or does Mineral Point get back out to a double-digit lead? St. Joe's coming out, man. Like Coach said, they want to contest the threes. Pretty risky by Kenosha there. Pick up his third foul early out there on top, but he got it.
There's another
one, and that was almost looked like it was off blue. But so he's coming out, coming out super aggressive
with those 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Thousand inside, Radke kick it out. Vomstead a three.
Rare shot for Vomstead from 3 ball, but he can hit it.
But a second chance now. Vomstead down the lane to Radke. Santarelli bodies him up.
Thought Kenosha was going to get a steal there.
1,000. Radke lost the handle. Out of bounds.
Mineral Point sloppy with the ball again. First possession.
Goes back over to Kenosha St. Joe's, so they'll have their first possession of the second half.
4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes for them.
Tell you what, I just noticed that initial possession, they really got after it defensively.
They did.
Obviously, they had to back off a little bit at the end of the first half with a couple guys in foul trouble.
Fresh start for them. Kenosha made it with only the 2 fouls.
Santarelli kicked it in the corner. Chris Kenosha.
St. Joe's going to need somebody to hit an outside shot besides Eric Kenosha. That would help their chances big time. And if they can keep it a 2-possession game, they can run 40 seconds off each possession in the second half, play more of their style, just like that.
Tommy to Dominic Santarelli.
Got the breakdown, just like that, 6-point game.
Well, they've
9 in a row.
They've connected a couple of times on some great interior passing.
They'll be able to play more of their style if they keep around and keep hanging around here. 2-possession game, 1-possession game, etc. Man game, Lindsay and Bomstead. Another sloppy pass for the Pointers.
Tennessee guarding Thousand with the right hand. Tennessee has it. Lancers on the run. 3-on-2. Tennessee with a left hand. It's an 11-0 run.
Yep, timeout, Mineral Point.
Dan Burrison wants to talk it over with his Pointers.
Just the start that St. Joe's wanted and needed.
This is a full timeout, and we will take one too. Here's a word now from our statewide sponsors.
Tennessee on the break.
WIAA Network
going
station.
Downhill.
Earlier in this game, it was Mineral Point and the three-point shooting, but lately it's been Kenosha St. Joe's able to get the ball inside.
11 unanswered by St. Joe's. They've done everything they needed to in the last couple minutes of the first half and the first couple minutes of this half.
Points in the paint, Kenosha St. Joe's with 18 to just 6 for Mineral Point. But this is how they've gotten it done from three-point range.
Better defense again by St. Joe's.
And now they've cooled off a little bit. Inside, Santarelli.
They've showed their running game now the second half. We talked about push tempo, and it's worked.
A 15-point lead is down to 2.
13-0 run. When you're missing threes now, and now turnover.
A chance to tie. Tommy Santarelli slipped, but there's Chris Kenesey. We're all tied up.
Wow, what a comeback by St. Joe's. Basketball is like a spicy meatball to Mineral Point right now.
Thousand kicks it in the corner. Gets it back. Bomstead. Down the lane. Bomstead getting the pick from Lindsay. Now Lindsay backs out. He'll set up the offense.
We talked about this being a senior-dominated team, so this should not be an issue for them. They've probably faced it a couple times this year where teams made run on them. Now we'll see how they respond.
Radke bounced it off the foot of the Lancers, and Mineral Point will keep possession.
I think that was a good call.
It was a steal by Tommy Santarelli.
Well, once he lost control, it was good. He was looking for another option. And, you know, that's a great effort by the younger Kenesey there to follow his teammate down the floor. So many times players give up on that and figure their teammates got it. Little screen for the screener. Action, Wenhausen.
Rebound inside and
big
a foul.
Rebound. That was a big play there by Eshelman. He was a hero on Thursday.
Mineral Point has cooled off considerably from beyond the arc. They've missed their last 6 three-point attempts, excuse me. Eshelman so good in that semifinal win against Aquinas where he scored 17 points. Looking for his first points today. And that ends a 15-0 run by the Lancers, so Mineral Point back on top.
They're coming back man-to-man, getting out of that 2-3, which Lancers started to pick apart. Got Eshelman on Kenesey. Kenesey setting screens, trying to pop and get open.
Here is Eric Kenesey.
Good luck, just didn't hit it.
Good box out by Wenhausen. Now Thousand leads the break for the Pointers.
Wenhausen, Thousand, all the rhymes.
Thousand, scoop rejected by Santarelli. Tommy Santarelli, and a foul.
Yeah, great aggressive move to the rim there. He had no choice. Lindsay was going to foul him if he was aggressive to the rim, and he was. Looked like he tried to dunk it with 2 hands. Again, another turnover by the Pointers. Great block. Push ahead.
Little stare down, too.
See if he can convert the free throws. Give him the lead.
Jose Garcia said Tommy's the most improved player on this team this year. All-conference honorable mention in the Metro Classic. We get our first look at Jake Phillips today. 6'4" Orange Jr.
Right, he played quite a bit on Thursday. Surprised we didn't see him earlier. Tie game. I see if Mineral Point can regain the momentum they had going so well.
Ashelman, rebounded by Whirlinger.
It's a good way to try and do it. Attack the basket, see if you can get something out of it. Just didn't finish.
Chance to take the lead now for Kenosha St. Joe.
First lead of the game. If they get a good steal by Wenhausen.
Came out of nowhere.
There we go.
Phillips.
The big fella on the break.
May have been partially blocked. Look at that replay again. That was some great hustle by somebody from the Lancers.
I think it was the younger Kenosha. He was the one putting on the one-man press Thursday. Got like 3 steals or 3 turnovers off of that.
Eric Kenosha along the baseline.
Good find.
Whirlinger is short. Now 1,000 getting into the lane. Mineral Point had missed their previous 7 field goal attempts, but Lindsay gets one to go, and it's a big 3.
St. Joe's lost track to him, and they got to find him. He's good inside and outside. Big shot for the Pointers there. See if that propels them.
Kenosha trying to answer.
Can't find it.
1,000 comes out of there with it. I'll tell you what, the ball always seems to find the hands of Landon 1,000.
Yeah,
inside.
Same thing on the other side, always, Kenosha's always got it too. And that's what good point guards do.
Point. Whirlinger can't connect.
Good rebound, Santarelli. Good find. Need it.
Chris Kenosha, no. Inside, Whirlinger.
Whirlinger just out-muscled 1,000 on that one. He had good position too, and then 1,000 fell down, which made it an easy 2 for him. See him post up Wenhausen, see how that might go for him. Of course, he's got Whirlinger on him, who's a tough defender as well.
1,000. Santarelli clears the rebound.
Look good.
We had the perfect angle on that. I thought it was going down. Kenosha gets a high pick from Santarelli.
Defense by Ashelman there.
When you're guarding a guy like Kenosha and a pick comes, how do you want to play that?
Well, it depends on your ball screen philosophy, whether you want to hedge it or switch it or trap it. I think Middle Point's playing very conservative. They're just trying to stay between ball and ball, man, basket, all that kind of stuff.
We'll take a timeout with Mineral Point up by 4. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
There's your hairdo.
Maybe about 30 years ago. Well, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years.
Middle Point stays true to their philosophy, switching up defenses coming out of the timeout.
Skip it across, 3-pointer.
Still can't find that 3 by somebody else, but you got to keep shooting.
Whirlinger is a good 3-point shooter, 36% on the season. Now Lindsay reset the offense for Mineral Point.
Mineral Point might show low patience here. Try and find an opening.
Wendhausen. Stop and top three from straight on.
A young man has a lot of confidence. You love it, especially when he's on your team.
His third three-pointer of the game, and now a new tournament record in Division 4.
Back to a 7-point lead.
That's 23 pointers over 2 days, and a steal almost by Wendhausen.
Good deflection, almost got the steal.
So Baez back in for the Lancers, replacing Whirlinger.
See if he can hit one from the corner. Those shots are there. And Mineral Point will stay in the zone as long as they can contain Kenosha and nobody else hits an outside shot. What a great pass.
Oh my, through
great
traffic.
Pass. What great vision there. And a great catch too by Santarelli.
Dominic Santarelli up to 9 points.
If I just say Kenosha or Santarelli, I'm going to get it right.
Wendhausen got sandwiched in the lane.
No shot. They're going to call it out of bounds, baseline out of bounds.
On number 2, Tomas Baez, his first, the second team foul.
Foul's not really an issue for either team. Kenosha St. Joe's with 2 team fouls. Mineral Point with just 1 this half.
Again, and a relatively clean played game, which has been awesome. Little pick for the screener action. Ross wide open, boom.
Well, the last 4 made shots by Mineral Point have all been 3-pointers, and that lead is back up to 8.
Yeah, Ross got out of the gates hitting back-to-back and been quiet for a while, but he found one there. Great out-of-bounds set there by the Pointers. Back to man-to-man defense from Mineral Point.
Offensive foul as Lindsay hits the deck. We'll see who they whistle that one on.
Dominic Santarelli cleared him out. Watch his left forearm. You know, there's a great pass, 2 by 1,000. It hit Ross right in the shot pocket. Able to be on balance and finish the shot.
That's 3 fouls now on Dominic Santarelli, and he'll have a seat.
Yeah, he's such a strong kid. He cleared him out. He's got Lindsay probably by 15 pounds. And could have been a little acting there, but he did get hit pretty good. Big fella's back in. Dante Williams, Wendhausen again.
5 for their last 5, and Mineral Point continues to add on to their 3-point record. And just like that, the lead is back to 11.
Yeah, they answered St. Joe's run. Now we'll see if St. Joe's has enough gas in the tank to cut back into the lead. And with 3 minutes to go, have it be a game.
Williams back in the lineup for the
Mineral Point
Lancers.
switching on all screens on Santarelli. On Kenosha.
Chris Kenosha.
There you go.
He missed his first 3-point shot attempts, but he nails that one.
They needed that, and then he went up to try and go in his one-man press again. Almost caused a bad pass.
An important shot there for the freshman.
Very
see if that
important.
gets him going.
Wendhausen a little short.
Got his own rebound. Wendhausen. Oh, another!
He's feeling it.
They are 14 of 26 from beyond the arc. Williams inside.
Good find. See if Chris can hit 2 in a row. Baez looking.
They skip it across to Chris Kenosha.
Good pass out of the corner there. Skip pass corner to corner can be really effective.
Eric gets the high pick. Back over to Chris
2 in a row.
Kenosha. Nope. Ashelman comes out of there with it.
Well, he's got to keep shooting. Remember in basketball and offense, you're supposed to keep the ball out of the corners. Now it's almost like that's where you want to be. Baseline corner, short at corner stuff. Dunking area.
Ashelman couldn't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Younger Kenosha with the foul. Oh, sorry, it's on 50.
14 fouls on the Lancers. So Drew Ashelman will head to the free throw line. Well, it's almost as if Ashelman and Wendhausen have kind of traded roles here. Now, both are great three-point shooters, but Wendhausen couldn't buy one Thursday against Aquinas. He's 5 of 8 from beyond the arc today.
Well, that's what Coach Burleson said, is they got so many weapons and so many people that complement each other. You know, that's what great teams do. One guy picks up another guy. Back up to a 12-point lead, 13 if this goes in.
We're going to take a timeout with 6:11 to go. Here's a word from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Splash.
Well, some streaky shooting by Mineral Point has got them back to a double-digit lead. They started this half, Chris, 0 for 8 from the field. Since then, though, they are 6 of 7 from the field. All 6 of those makes have been from beyond the arc.
Well, it's, you know, they cleaned up their ball handling. You know, they've got their passing game back in order. They moved without the ball, which created open shots, made it for easier passes then, and they knocked them down. Good rhythm. You know, good movement, good passing, good rhythm makes for a lot of good, easy shots. Shots going down.
So now if you're Jose Garcia and the Lancers, what are you telling your team right now?
Well, still a lot of time. They're going to have to make some shots, obviously. So they got to keep moving the ball.
Kenosha left open. Rebound, Tommy Santarelli. And a foul inside to a nasty collision.
Yeah, we got a head-to-head, I think.
And Tommy Santarelli walking around rather gingerly. Eli Lindsay as well. So the basket is good.
He caught one by the belly button, I think.
It may have been south of the belly button. That's what
wasn't sure if I could say that. So.
South of the belly button's okay.
Okay. I think he caught a knee in the gut, yeah.
So the basket counts.
Yeah, so I'm surprised he's not getting a shot.
Well, they did count the basket. Okay. So they're saying the foul came after the shot.
Yeah,
so
I've seen a couple of those in the state tournament. I just thought those would be automatic free throws. Good patience there. He's due.
Got it. You called it, Coach. Werlinger. And that was a 5-point trip down the floor for Kenosha St. Joe's.
Just like that, back to 8. Single digits, turnover. Good hustle.
What a play by Tennessee. Landed out of bounds, though.
Bad pass by Thousand there. He should catch the ball and bring it up. Good find by Kenosha there. Werlinger was due, and he hit it. A little double screen, high action. Try and get Wendhausen free at the top of the key for a shot. Defended well by the Lancers. Curl action, pick and pops, ball screen action.
That's going to be a reach-in foul on Werlinger.
Just their 5th team foul. So we got one more to give.
You know, the 2024 WIAA Basketball Championships are brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Kenosha going to trap a little bit, see if they can force some action. Maybe get a deflection and a steal. Trap corners and sideline.
Ross kicks it back out. Thousand thought about the 3.
Good decision. Find Wendhausen, the hot hand.
There he goes, Jackson Wendhausen, 6th in the state in Division 4 in three-point percentage, and today he is 6 of 9.
Not bad, not bad. Definitely a lift for the Pointers.
Tennessee got the roll.
Keeping it single digits.
There's a steal by Chris Kenosha.
There he is again. He did that on Thursday the whole night.
And now he has a chance to finish it off.
Can't get it.
That's
Pointers ball.
That's going to be off Werlinger. Back over to Mineral Point.
Mineral Point's got to shore it up, take care of the basketball if they want to seal that gold ball for them. Meanwhile, a good job by St. Joe's keeping themselves in this game. All right, they got to bring a guy back to help Thousand and then put somebody in the middle. Have one guy deep. Now you got a 3-on-1. Or in Wendhausen's case, it would be a 3-ball on one.
It's going to be a foul on Dominic Santarelli.
Low hand check action.
It's going to be his 4th.
16.
16 fouls on St. Joe.
after this inbound, Mineral Point will be now in the bonus. Tommy Santorelli may have talked the refs in though and said he didn't touch it.
Said he didn't touch it. Nobody had a call, so I have no choice. Two officials over there. You got to believe somebody thought they either saw a touch or a no touch.
Eric Hennessy
taking over.
7-point game. Just under 4 minutes to go.
Got to handle this press. Look at the basket. Look at the basket when it's chaos.
Thousand dribbling through traffic. Wendhausen.
Again? Oh, that was a half an inch away from going in.
Lindsay and one.
Big offensive rebound and the putback. Check this 3-ball out. That is right there.
Brother Isaac plays for the Badgers, and if he were able to watch right now, I'm sure he'd be very proud. Sister Mallory at UW-Ashdown.
Big-time offensive rebound. Cleared his arm, able to put the shot in.
That was
Finished it off.
That was Mineral Point's first 2-point bucket of the half, and here we are at the 3:36 mark.
Wow. You know, you take what people are giving you. Big shot there. Santorelli.
He only makes 25% on the season, but that one sure looked good.
Use your ball fakes. Be composed. Be composed. Good move there by 1,000. Now every foul now is free throw line.
Ashelman in trouble. Finds Lindsay. Dan Burrison calls a timeout.
He did.
A near turnover.
Yep.
This is a full timeout with 3:02 to go. We'll take one as well. Here's a word from our statewide sponsor. This is your WIAA network station. As you get a look at Jackson Wendhausen, who's really led the way for Mineral Point here, especially from beyond the arc, 6 of 10. Most three-pointers made in a single game is 16, and Mineral Point is sitting on 15 right now, and that's in any division record.
Wendhausen, only a junior. He'll be back next year to help the Pointers. St. Joe's will trap ball screens when they get a chance.
Here's Wendhausen.
Good shot fake and one.
A chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, the shot fake set it all up again, and then he was strong enough to finish it. Watch his footwork here. Catches, shot fake, jump stop, boom.
Wendhausen once had a 3-game stretch this season where he went 17 for 23 from three-point range. I mean, this guy's a heat check as soon as he walks in the gym.
Many people can't do that in their own driveway, day in and day out.
What a save by Lindsay. Threw it off the leg of Santorelli.
Hustle plays make so much difference, especially at crunch time.
Here's 1,000 down the lane. Back to an 11-point lead.
Yeah, Kenosha went for the steal. 1,000 recognized it, attacked the basket. Nobody there to pick him up.
Eric Kenosha. Rebound comes out of there by Lindsay.
We're going to start fouling. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
That one poked away by Kenosha. And now in the breakaway.
Yep, just let him go. Okay.
He's up to 19 points.
St. Joe's hanging around again. Another steal here, and then it's interesting again. Remember, here we go.
There it is. Yep. Eric Kenosha got it again. Yep. 4 quick ones.
So now Mineral Point might be getting a little bit of their own medicine. They scored 8 unanswered in 22 seconds. St. Joe's is trying to put themselves in that position now as well.
Tennessee 9 of 20 from the field, 21 points.
A quiet 21, don't you think?
It's kind of how scorers do it. They just kind of do it in a variety of ways, and all of a sudden you look up and like, oh, he's got 20 points.
Yeah, that's the way I was impressed with Knipple yesterday. He just kind of, I didn't realize, ended up with 28 or something. Just seemed like a quiet 28 against a heck of a defensive effort by Thomas Moore.
So 2:03 to go. Mineral Point leading this one by 7. You mentioned their big comeback. Mineral Point against Aquinas on Thursday night. An 8-0 run in the final 22 seconds to kind of flip that game.
Yep, St. Joe's is trying to replicate that, but we still got 2 minutes to go.
That was an absolute shocker, and then
steal again.
It's Kenosha.
Nice pass.
Oh, 6 quick ones now.
No look pass, looking corner, threw it basket, got the layup. 5-point game.
And that's going to be a foul on the sideline on Kenosha St. Joe's. That's their 9th team foul.
Watch this by Kenosha. He's looking corner. Looks corner, throws basket, layup. Great vision.
Drew Ashelman will go to the free throw line, a 62% free throw shooter.
Kenosha with 5 assists, 21 points.
This is a bonus.
Yeah, big shots, obviously. Nope. Short-armed it. We got a chance for a 1-possession game if St. Joe's can convert here.
Kenosha off the screen.
Travel. Yeah,
took a little extra step.
Well, he did travel. He took 3 steps. Took that short one, then he tried to do the Euro step and then the other step.
Here's the full court pressure.
Ball fakes. Go deep. Lindsay needs to go deep.
Another steal. Tommy Santarelli inside. Dominic Santarelli.
Oh.
Would have been huge if it would have gone, but he'll get a couple of free throws.
Middle Point's got to send somebody deep. St. Joe's has created a 5-on-3, almost a 4-on-2 situation down here, and Middle Point has not found open spots to get the ball past to. Easier said than done. We've all had teams do this, panic against the chaos.
Dominic Santarelli up to 13 points, a 62% free throw shooter. This can cut the lead to 3.
A comeback by the Lancers. One-possession game, minute 25 to go.
They were down 11 just over a minute ago.
I was ready to turn out the lights. Wow. Okay.
Lindsay gets it across
basket.
the
Look at basket.
And that's going to be a foul as a couple of Lancers take a tumble.
2 guys down.
And 2 guys back up. Santarelli and Chris Kenosha.
Chris Kenosha's holding his elbow.
That's
Dominic
Santarelli. 5 fouls now on Dominic Santarelli.
Okay.
So the Lancers lose Santarelli, who has 14 points in this one, their second leading scorer today.
Should it go Baez or Williams? Looks like it's going to be Baez.
Tomas Baez.
See if they get a 3 out of him. I expect Ross to make these.
He's a 65%
senior on the
free throw
line.
shooter. 9 points today.
Double bonus.
All conference honorable mention in the Southwest Wisconsin Activities League. Ross trying to extend the Mineral Point lead to 5.
You want a senior on the line in this situation. This is a good one to have. Didn't touch the rim at all. All right, take your time. You got a lot of time left, St. Joe's. Good shots. Don't need to rush.
Short.
Big rebound by Baez. Who needs a big fella when you got
the
him?
Shortest guy on the floor comes in for a big offensive rebound bucket.
Timeout, St. Joe's.
How about this play by Tomas Baez?
Well, he couldn't find it from 3 ball, so says, okay, I'm going to go in there and try my luck in the paint. Keeps moving, probing, gets it. Finish. Good for him.
So it's back to a 3-point game. The drama building here at the Kohl Center This is their second of 5 championship games on Championship Saturday. I'm so glad you are with us.
The drama started on Thursday, and it's kept going. Yeah, look at that.
You see how both these teams have gotten it done today. With Kenosha St. Joe's, it's been inside, and for Mineral Point, it's been from 3-point range. Mineral Point, 45 of their 63 points have come from beyond the arc.
When you look at those stats, you would expect with that advantage, so inside, you would think St. Joe's would be up big. But Mineral Point, lived and died with the 3-ball today, and it's been big for them. Slow down, slow down.
Deflected out of bounds by Baez. It will stay with Mineral Point.
I like to see him stay off the sideline and try and cross over, go back middle. Or instead of making the pass right away, a little jump stop, ball fake, and then make the pass. Because they're closing in on him right away. Well, got to look middle, look at basket.
Stolen by Kenosha. Up ahead.
Wow.
Tommy Santorelli, and it's a one-point game.
Yeah. They got him on the run, no doubt about it. Mineral Point's way too close to each other. Another deflection.
That one rolled off the back of Thousand, and now the Lancers have a chance to take the lead. 30 seconds.
Did you see this coming?
No, not once Mineral Point got up 11, but then again, I didn't see it coming Thursday night either when Mineral Point made their amazing comeback.
Well, when you got a player like Kenosha on the floor, you got to be really nervous if you're a Mineral Point fan, but they got fouls to take, so they'll use them in a strategic way. Try and keep Kenosha from attacking the basket. So that's just their 4th team foul. So they got 2 more they can use in a timely fashion.
And if you're Jose Garcia and think about where this game was a couple minutes ago, you have one of the top guards in the state with a chance to win it.
Yeah,
so it looks like it might come down to this.
Yeah, coach called it off the Dogs now. He wants them to save that foul if someone really has an advantage attacking the basket instead of out here in the corner. Ball screen action on top.
Kenosha to the basket.
Fading away.
Lancers lead. 13 seconds to go.
Go deep. Look deep. Look deep.
Thousand up ahead.
Look deep.
Wendhausen back to Thousand. Wendhausen shoots for the lead.
Got it. Nope.
Rebound.
Put back.
Yes!
Yes.
Drew Ashelman. It could be for the state title.
Tell you what, Mineral Point's been living right. But, hey, good teams make their luck happen in a good way.
We have 0.8 seconds left. Look at this again.
They're going to check, see how much time's left on the clock. At least they should. Thought he had this one. Ashelman with the putback in the right spot at the right time. How much time is actually left?
What an athletic play by Drew Ashelman. Getting the rebound, fading away, and then getting the shot off before he landed.
I think they're going to add a second, potentially.
1.4 is what they put on the clock.
All right, so
no timeouts for Kenosha St. Joe's, so they can't do that throw it to half court, call timeout thing.
No. So what teams do now is they'll try and curl some people.
You get a look right there. That ball goes in the hoop.
So in college time now, there'd be like 2.5 left. In high school, the clock keeps running. So St. Joe's is going to try and run some curl action. They're going to try and get Kenosha, somebody with a full head of steam, heading north and south, and going towards the basket and being able to get up at least a half-court shot. Mineral Point might take a timeout once they see their set. If they have one left, they do. All right, so they'll go all this across the 1-4 across half court, send guys curling, running one way or another, trying to get somebody open.
Tommy Santorelli to trigger the inbound.
There he goes, full head of steam.
Launches for the state title.
Nope.
Mineral Point wins.
What a game. What a game. Great effort by both teams. One of those where you didn't want to see anybody lose. What a tournament.
What a finish. Mineral Point with their first state title in school history. Here's a word now from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
Go Pointers.
It was a classic, both teams deserve to win kind of game here in the Division IV state title game. Mineral Point outlasts Kenosha St. Joseph. Let's hand out some trophies. Here's our PA announcer, Jim Strick.
The WIAA Board of Control invites you to participate in the award ceremony for these two fine teams that have just completed their tournament competition. Making the presentation today to the Division IV teams will be Board of Control members Dan Retzky from Green Bay Preble, Willie Chambers from Blackhawk, Ryan McMillan from Muskego, Jill Stober from Waterford, and Mike Humke from Dodgeville. You'll be assisted today by WIAA Executive Director Stephanie Hauser and WIAA Assistant Director Kate Peterson-Aviad. And will the players from Kenosha St. Joseph please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medal. Tomas Baez, Eric Kenesey, Seth Boyle, Tommy Santarelli, Lowell Werlinger, Christopher Kenesey, Dominic Santarelli, Berkeley Kuiper, Sincere Williams, Campbell Kuiper, Dante Williams, and will coach Jose Garcia from Kenosha St. Joseph. Please come forward to receive the team trophy.
Fought, right? That's all we ask of you, right? You honor God with your attitude and
effort. And will the players from Mineral Point please come forward as your name is called to receive your individual medals. Tremaine Kenneker, Luke Villardo, Alex Ross, Landon Thousand, Bryce Vonstad, Jackson Wendhausen, Eli Lindsay, Tucker Dannenberg, Ashton Martin, Brady Radke, Keaton Dempsey, Drew Ashelman, Gibson Spurley, Atlee Potterton, Jake Phillips, and will coach Dan Burrison from Mineral Point please come forward to receive the team trophy.
After 29 years, Dan Burrison gets to take gold back to Mineral Point.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them, and their tradition, their history is outstanding. But, you know, they're going to enjoy this, but our hats off got to go to the Lancers, too. What a fight they put up. Kenosha never gave up. You know, they came roaring back, took the lead, down 12. You and I both thought it was over about a minute to go when they were down 11 or a minute and a half. They kept fighting and fighting. But what a thrill, just a thrill to be in this game for both schools and both communities is something they'll never forget. But
let's check out those second half highlights, Chris, here, because it was
lots of
outstanding game. Here is Alex Ross hitting a corner three. Threes will be the story of this one for Mineral Point.
I bet Wendhausen's going to ban a few of these, I would guess.
He made 6 of them. But then it was Kenosha St. Joe's made a bit of a comeback. But here's some more from Mineral Point.
Yep.
1,000 on the layup.
That's where you almost thought it was over right there. But then Mineral Point just started turning the ball over. Kenosha St. Joe took advantage of it and scored off of all the possessions. I bet their point per possession the last minute was over 2.
Tennessee gave them the lead. And then in the final seconds here, the kick to Wendhausen, who missed, and then Ashelman, the rebound bucket for the state championship.
Decides to not bring it down, but just shoot it while it was in the air and had enough touch on it to have it go in. Fantastic finish. I mean, Mineral Point, how can they beat? You're wondering, like, how can you beat what they did on Thursday? Well, they may have surpassed that today.
Can can 2 games have any more drama for one team than what Mineral Point has? And for Kenosha St. Joe's, back-to-back state runner-up, obviously crestfallen right now, but that is really hard to do to get back here to the state title game. Leading scorers in this one, Wendhausen with 20 off the bench. Landon Thousand had 15. Tennessee leading the way for the Lancers with 23. And I don't know what more you can say about this one other than it was an absolute thriller. Kenosha St. Joe's led this one for just 13 seconds, and that was after the Tennessee basket in the final
that was their
seconds
first lead
before Mineral Point came back and Ashelman hit the game winner. And our Keegan Hewitt is standing by with the winning pointers.
Yeah, guys, Drew, walk me through those final seconds, man. Right place, right time. What was going through your mind?
I saw Landon Thousand throw it up to Jackson, and I was just thinking, we've been getting boards all night, and I saw him shooting. I just went to the boards and put it back up.
Jackson, 20 points, the leading scorer for your squad, unconscious there in the second half. What does this mean to you to come away and hoist gold?
I mean, it means everything. I mean, coming off the bench, I'm just trying to do my job. Me and Drew, just trying to be the energy for the team, and that's what we were tonight.
Congratulations. We may see you fellas again next year. But, Coach, 29 seasons and you're hoisting gold, bringing it back to Mineral Point. How special is this, and what does it mean for the community and this team?
It's really hard to describe, but it means everything to the community. Our community's support year in and year out is fantastic, and I just feel so proud of this team. They put so much time and effort into it. Everybody's accepted their roles. These 2 guys come off the bench, but it's like we got 7 starters on this squad.
Congratulations, Coach. We'll let you get to celebrating your Division IV state champions, Mineral Point.
And how appropriate for Mineral Point in the state championship game. Who do we bring over for interviews? 2 guys who come off the bench. They've had 6 different leading scorers this season. Wendhausen and Ashelman kind of embody that. This is also the 4th straight year, I should say, in Division IV that the number 2 seed has won the state title. Chris, great working with you.
Yeah, you too, Scott. Thanks. Enjoyed it. Honor to be here and be a part of these games. And we have a tournament so far.
3 more state championships coming your way, including the Division III title game. That's coming your way next. But right now, we'll send it upstairs to Nick Tabbert.